No.
Ladies and
AJ
gentlemen, boys
Poop.
and girls, children of all ages, Ed has something to do. He's on pause. He's already struggling. He's
Yep.
doing Ed math without doing math.
Yeah.
Ed,
Hey. Yeah.
should we wait? Should we pause?
Nah, keep it rolling.
The worst Hollywood squares of all time.
Where's the Family Guy fill-in guy with the piano?
Yeah. We need the
Shit.
organist playing some Lady of Spain while we're waiting for you, Ed.
Hey,
Ooh.
I look. I had to go through my pictures because you guys would have gotten. Hey, add cottage cheese
That is a
to the mixer and freaking add paprika and all this other stuff.
that is a great cup. Are you sponsored by them?
No, I wish I was though.
Okay, I'm just saying.
Does it,
Trying to
does it say Kobayashi on the bottom?
So it is your 1973 podcast. We're already coming off the rails on a Saturday night. So, Ed, we're gonna jump right into it. Are you
All
ready?
right. All right. Well, it's a good thing that we have somebody that that could probably throw me a lifeline and throw me
Well,
a server on the pod tonight. So
well, stop drinking and let's start reading.
Seriously, do your job.
hey man, it's peppermint tea.
You
man.
have one job, Ed. Let's go.
It's peppermint tea. Hey there, podcast fans. Are you ready to show off your love for the 1973 podcast? We've got over 20 different designs of t-shirts and hoodies that capture the essence of classic stuff. Whether you're a fan of the show or just love that retro feel, we got something for everyone. From bold prints to subtle nods to your favorite personalities, each piece is made with top-notch quality. In that timeless style you crave, perfect for lounging at home or making a statement out and about. And don't wait, our collection is flying off the shelves faster than you can say. Nobody? Don't be cheap. Buy a shirt. Visit us now at bonfire.com and grab your favorites before
Line.
Yeah. Line. Check us out at the 1973 podcast t-shirt store and check out the YouTube link just below.
Ed, you don't know that verbatim by now?
Nope.
Okay, you got to work on that.
I read it fresh every week.
The CTE.
The 1973 podcast store is sponsored by CTE.
That's the truth, man.
Only you can prevent forest fires.
Yeah, that's
Hey,
right.
Guardians Cap, if you're listening, we'll take a sponsorship.
Yeah, you can see what happens to somebody that's 52 with multiple high-speed collisions with their skull.
Most of them were against the sidewalls at the rink, but
There was that. There was that.
And the bench and the urinal.
Needed guardian caps for our parents.
So let's get started. One watch, everybody knows the rules. It was Tom's pick. Tom, bring everybody up to speed with what you picked.
well, this week I had to get the bad taste of Soul Man out of my system, so I went with 2001 movie Snatch. It was directed by Guy Ritchie. Had a great cast: Jason Statham, Brad Pitt, Dennis Farina, Benicio del Toro, Vinnie Jones, Alan Ford, and Lenny James. I don't know, people with the eagle eye. I don't know if Walking Dead fans will recognize him. He was a regular on The Walking Dead for a few seasons. The movie is an illegal boxing promoter. He convinces a gangster to offer bets on a bare-knuckle boxer played by Brad Pitt for in his bookie business. Brad Pitt's character doesn't throw his first fight, so the gangster makes another fight and gives him one more chance with an ultimatum: or lose or else. All while this is going on, another gangster comes to London to sell a stolen diamond, and multiple criminals set out to steal the diamond. It was just from there. It's got a little of everything. It's got some comedy, got some drama. I thought the dog stole the movie, to be completely honest. The one thing I hated in the movie, and I think they did it on purpose, was Brad Pitt's accent in this thing. You almost need a translator because it was so horrible. And I was actually reading on the movie, and they said they actually did it on purpose because his accent was so bad. So they made it. I think they did a perfect job. I usually give like a useless fact on each movie. The useless fact in this one was they said the word fuck 159 times. And believe it or not, it's not even in the top 100 for saying that word. And there's actually some movie out there that said it 569 times. So it's got a ways to go. I'm gonna give it an 8, a solid 8. I thought it was really good.
All right, Ed.
Yeah, I thought it was good. I've never seen it before. I thought it was very entertaining. I like how it had like the two kind of stories that kind of intertwined and kind of twisted it around and everything like that. thought that was very entertaining. I thought that it kind of moved along fairly quick. The dog was funny. I'm going to give it a 7.4.
Ed, I'm shocked that you've never seen that movie.
Me too.
I don't get out much.
Okay. All right.
Well, I mean, Shagger wasn't part of the rotation of freaking Blues Brothers and the small bit of movies that we had in school.
Well, it wasn't out then, but that's fine.
Right. Oh, that's right. Yeah, those came out in what, 2002?
Shaggy's checked in.
Yeah, look at that. He's locked in.
Bradford,
Yeah,
what's your thoughts on Snatch?
Than me.
Goodness.
It was okay. I mean, I'm not a huge Guy Ritchie fan. In that whole era of 2000, that 2000 era of movie making and Guy Ritchie, I feel like if you've seen one Guy Ritchie movie, you've seen them all. I do like some of his other stuff, like Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels and stuff like that. But Snatch just always felt to me, and I don't know which one came out first, Snatch or Ocean's 11, but I always feel like one is just kind of ripping off the other, with Brad Pitt and the whole heist shenanigans and then you've seen Brad Pitt in that era. It's like he just kind of does the same thing in every movie, man. Like, I don't know. I'll give it a solid 7.2. It was a good movie. It's fun. It's fun to watch. I definitely, it definitely keeps you locked in for the whole runtime. So, yeah, 7.2. I think that's fair.
Derek, did you end up watching it?
Was it me?
Yeah, you can't.
I didn't need to watch it. I've watched it enough. When I saw the text, my eyes lit up. God, I fucking hate pikeys. And Andy, this is not named in honor of Mo Winechuck's Floridian desires, but I come right out the gate with an 8.5. It's a great movie. Tom gave the cast, not only the cast, but let's go over some of the names of the cast. All right, you've got Turkish, Mullet, Frankie Four Fingers, Bricktop, who is a badass. We're going to get to Bricktop's best quote in the movie here in a second. Gorgeous George, Bullet Tooth Tony, and of course Boris the Blade. No, it really, it's a clever movie. I understand where Brad's coming from. It could kind of look like maybe you've seen one of Guy Ritchie's movies, you've seen them all, but no, I really like this movie. Great, like Tom alluded to, great cast. Farina is fantastic in this. His line here is London, fish, chips, cup of tea, bad food, worse weather, Mary fucking Poppins, London. And I'm going to end it with Bricktop's best quote from the movie in my mind. Do you know what a nemesis means? I don't know if I can say it at rest. It's a righteous infliction of retribution manifested by an appropriate agent, personified in the case by an old horrible cunt, which would be me. So just it's really good movie. So again, I give it an 8.5. Good call, Tom.
I'll hop in on this one. So I out of all the Guy Ritchie movies, this one is my favorite. They're written with a lot of great characters that drive this movie when they're hopping around from scene to scene and you're getting a different set of cast, whether it's the black guys that run the pawn shop. They're great. They're the comic relief. I do agree with Brad. Sometimes if you've seen a lot of the Brad Pitt movies from this era, he does kind of play that same kind of character. I guess, for the female factor at the time to drive audiences, but great story-driven movie, which I love. The dialogue is great. I think that my favorite dialogue in the movie is when they're trying to hold up Vinnie Jones in the bar.
Oh.
And he just calmly tells them that they're doing the wrong thing and that it's got replica written on the gun and Desert Eagle 50 caliber on his gun. And just that is, for me, the scene that every time I like, if there's noise in the room, I got to hear that scene right there. There's so many movies that are driven by certain points of dialogue. And in this movie, that is my favorite part. I do agree with Tom that the dog is very funny. The coexistence with the dog, like the dog's the smartest person in the car with those three guys. So yeah, I'm definitely going to probably rate this movie a little a little high, but I'm going to go 8-2 on this one. Branko, what do you got?
I'm with you guys. I'm a big fan. This is like it's like a guy's movie for sure. Well, I don't know if you want to call it a British Pulp Fiction or, but as far as like, I like the characters are awesome. It's like each, it's like not really like a really main character of the story. As the story kind of bounces around, they do a good job of giving each character like kind of maybe not so much an important role of the movie, but as it goes along, everybody has like their fair share. It could easily be one of those movies of like, of all of us watching, and we all pick our favorite guy. It might be a different one just because they do such a good job with it. But I'm going 8-1. I definitely when Tom picked it, I was like, oh yeah, let's go. This is just like my kind of movie, and it was like perfect for that time.
I Not to jump before we get to Shaggy. I found that this movie still holds up. There's no kind of staleness to it. Like you go back and it's like mocked for instant death when you watch it, but it definitely holds up. And the perfect thing about it being a guy's movie, as the Phantom said, the everybody can watch it and have a different character that they kind of like in the movie too. So it's a plus. So Shaggy, you're going to tie it all in. Let's go.
All right. So yeah, it was funny too when I saw Tom pick this. I literally just watched this probably like a month ago. I'm like, oh, I haven't watched Snatch in a long time. Let me watch this one again. My favorite character is Tyrone because every time his buddies would shit on the fat guy, he was like the only guy that had common sense. That's what I loved about it. He was like the straight man out of those three idiots, and I loved it. So he's my favorite guy.
Parallel parking supreme.
Yes, exactly. Like, oh, I loved him. He was freaking hilarious. I'd probably give this about a 7.3. I like this movie too. Like I said, I haven't watched it in a while. And the first thing I did was, oh, I gotta watch this before we even picked it. So I like this movie very much. Definitely holds up. Definitely watch it again.
So, Tom, before we get Shaggy's pick for next week, do you have a final score on Snatch for one watch?
7.8.
7.8. What do you think, Bradford? You usually bring it on home with the IMDb. What do you think?
8-2. We're in there.
Okay. All right.
In the wheelhouse.
I think we gave it a little bit of a guy score, because it's a genre type film. So, Shaggy, one watch. Everybody knows the rules. Homework for next week is.
All right. So on the basis of what we watched last week, the movie I picked has nothing to do with blackface or anything like that. But as a movie that I loved as a kid, but I want to see how it holds up now, 25, 40 years later from watching it. I'm going with The Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai Across the Eighth Dimension.
All right. Let's do it. Ed, have you seen it?
I have not.
All right.
Hey, and
Peter
I'll tell you
Weller,
what,
as we know him as RoboCop.
I have seen it, and I'm gonna watch it like I never saw it before.
Yeah, exactly. I want to see what holds up 40 years. I loved it as a kid.
What, The Adventures of Buckaroo? What?
Banzai. It's on Tubi.
Brad,
It's on Tubi.
Brad, you may not even have been alive for this one.
It was made in 84. I was 2.
That's all right. That's all right.
It's right where Tinfoil Hat Alley.
What the fuck is this movie, bro?
It's got John Lithgow guy.
So, speaking of the entertainment side of things, Catherine O'Hara passed. Thoughts on Tom? You alerted the crew that the passing of Catherine O'Hara. Care to touch base quick on that?
It's pretty sad. I mean, it's funny because about a month ago I watched the John Candy documentary, and I think I was talking to Ryan about that.
Me too.
And she was in it, and it was sad seeing the SCTV people. And I mean, I can't imagine right now. Eugene Levy's lost 2 now. I mean, he was actually really tight with both of them. But
3 of them now.
Yes. She was in a ton of movies. I forgot about Beetlejuice, to be honest with you. I just was listening to it, and I don't know. It's kind of weird. I guess she had something they say, some heart complications. I guess all her organs were on the opposite side of her body of what they're supposed to. And they say usually it doesn't. Most people won't even know they have that, but they said it does cause heart problems. So I guess that may have been what caused it. But it's a big loss. But she has a lot to hang her hat on. I mean, she's been in a ton of movies. It's funny because she was known to all the younger people in Schitt's Creek, and I've never watched one
Oh,
episode.
We were just starting to watch Schitt's Creek again today. I'm like, oh, let's put that back on just for the hell of it.
Yeah,
Tremendous character. She's just so
Yeah.
good. Has anybody ever seen her when she was on an episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm?
No.
Oh, so good. She was.
But I loved her
great.
in all those one of those movies there that would oh man, I can't think of who the frick it was, but it was always like
Home Alone.
no, not those. Some of the it was always one that had like Eugene Levy and friggin' oh, what the hell? Oh, I can't think of the name of it, but like there's like 3 or 4 movies where it's always the same people in it, but they're all playing different characters. Like they were like a folk
SCTV?
band at one point, and
Oh,
I can't
I know the movie you're talking
something to
about.
win something,
Yep,
but there's a
yep,
bunch
yep.
of those.
The
Ones that had to
Mighty-
do with like the dog show and stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
Best in
Yeah, they're
Show.
funny as like you're stupid
Yeah.
as hell, but they're funny as hell.
Yeah. Yeah. The Mighty Wind or something like
Yeah,
that.
the
She
yeah,
was in,
those all those movies.
yeah, Best in Show and all that.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, all those. I'm like,
Yeah.
I look at them like, what the fuck is this? I put them like, these are funny as hell.
Yep.
So
Hey,
speaking of
So Andy,
Cassie-
they come in 3, right? Celebrity deaths, and we just lost Big Dummy.
Yep.
R.I.P. to Lamont.
Yep.
You know,
So we're bound to get another one to talk
So
about next
we-
week. So
Lou Holtz.
There's a good running gag with the Phantom. That's a famous quote of yours that you've been using that for years.
Big Dummy.
Yeah, Lamont was the straight character to Red Fox's madness. So
He was. It was.
Yeah.
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
sad losses for the Gen X kids growing up for Catherine O'Hara and Lamont.
Yep.
So Bradford, let's move away from the entertainment side of things and get into the sports entertainment side of things with the one of the non-memorable Royal Rumbles. Let me say I watched it, came into it a little late. Surprises, no. Thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, the last couple Royal Rumbles have been pretty
Weak.
weak. How many have they done in Saudi Arabia? Was this the first one? I
Yes.
don't remember.
Yeah,
This was
because
the
they
first
built the stadium in 3 weeks. We were talking about that. That was the joke.
Yeah.
The fellas that don't watch the wrestling, Saudi Arabia is going crazy for WWE. They're getting their own WrestleMania outside of the country next year, and they built a stadium in 3 weeks for an outdoor event.
They
Slave
should go
labor.
to Italy for the hockey rink. Should
Yeah,
hire
same
them.
thing. Probably the same team. They're sending them over there.
Yeah,
Italian
same-
Hetland.
Yep.
Same ones built it. But yeah, in the pre-show they announced a Saudi Arabian born and raised superstar. I never heard of the guy. He came out to the crowd loved him. I mean, because he spoke nothing but Arabic, and then he dropped the Mania next year would be in Saudi. I can't imagine how that is going to be terrible.
I think his name is Mahatma Kote. Is that
Yeah.
right?
But the just the fact that they did a rumble and all the women have to wear Power Rangers costumes and everybody has to be covered up and it really has to go back to like PG standards, like almost to the extreme. The women's match that the Bella twins both came out and I don't know the rest of it was forgettable until the end with the big the twist with Liv going after Raquel Rodriguez and kind of stealing the win away. I don't know. I thought the AJ Styles match was good against Gunther. I really like where Gunther is going is like the legend killer, the guy that sends them all off to ride off to the sunset. I've always been saying, since I came on this podcast, if you're new to the business, I feel like you got to have a feud with Gunther because I feel like he breaks them in. He's like the initiation to the business. And I also like that now that guys on their way out are getting matches with him, and this might piss some people off. I think the AJ Styles match with Gunther was better than the John Cena match with Gunther.
I think so. I agree.
I mean,
I agree.
this was the match I thought we would have got with Cena. There was at one point Gunther just started turning his chest into hamburger meat, and AJ Styles went out like a man. He passed out, and the ref woke him up. He's like, "Oh, what happened?" We talked about it in the group chat. I don't know what the whole taking the gloves off, putting the gloves back on thing. I don't know. I don't even know if he's actually retired now. He was supposed to be. So, I guess more to come on that. I think he's going to go hit up TNA and some other promotions though, and he'll retire that way. But I do think this is his last match with WWE. Drew McIntyre retained. I'm not a fan of Sami Zayn. I think he's a good wrestler. I think he's a good mid card talent. I don't think he could carry the strap. Not when you got guys like Roman Reigns winning the Royal Rumble. The men's Royal Rumble was pretty entertaining. We had some what's Royce Keys. Hey, I
Yeah.
like seeing him come out though. They announced him with his original AEW name, and then I don't know. Um, Out of 30 entrants though, I'm a little annoyed that at least 10 of them were not even in competition for the, to go challenge for as a legit contender. Like I get it, they had to mix a lot of people in, but throwing a bunch of luchadors out from AAA and then the Miz. Why is the Miz still showing up in Royal Rumble? Just for God's sakes, man. Um, so I feel like they wasted some spots, is what I'm trying to say. And I think there was some other talent that could have been put out there. Poor LA Knight got hosed again. They must really fucking hate that guy.
British
At,
Knights.
yeah, at one point in the
BK.
ring, you had there's nothing but like African American talent, Cody Raheem Rhodes, and then some luchadors. It's like Triple H heard people calling him racist, so he gave him the DEI version of the Royal Rumble. But they delivered though, man. Oba Femi, I've been saying this. Oba Femi is the next champion. He is going to be a star in this business. Javon Evans going to be a star, and Javon Evans only like 21 years old, so he's got a long ways to go, man. He's got
Too
a long
flippy
way.
floppy though, Brad.
Man, no, I love. We go back, go watch some of his matches, man. They do it. I think he does a good job, man. He's fun. He's entertaining. The kids love him. He's bouncy. That's what they say.
My left ass cheek weighs more than he does.
Hey, him and Mello put on some pretty good
Good
matches
thing.
though. And then they got Trick Williams came out. Trick, I think, is another future star. And a lot of these guys have charisma and talent and mic skills that, as much as we want to see Braun Breaker excel, man, he's kind of lacking unless he has like he did his best work in NXT when he had what's his name? Baron Corbin as his tag partner, because Baron Corbin did all the talking and Braun Breaker did all the smashing. But I thought that was entertaining, man. It was definitely was not like a 5-star promotion though. I would be really pissed off if I had to pay ESPN money for that. I'm glad I streamed it.
I have a question for the panel because I'm always trying to tie in, at least get everybody kind of semi involved a little bit. For a panel of guys, especially Ed, that grew up watching wrestling at different times, and what would have to happen in wrestling to get you interested in it again? That is a great question. For the people that grew up in that niche in the Hulkamania era, the Attitude Era come back, and everybody was watching it. So what would put wrestling back on? I'm asking the panel, what would put the wrestling back on the mainstream map to get that mass audience watching it again? Ed?
Bring back kayfabe.
I was just going to say that I think the lack of kayfabe, it really kills it. I also think that having these guys not sign a basically non-disclosure form, or basically, something that they can't go out and tweet. Like, bottom line is, it's like, look, if you tell the storyline out, you're gone. Breach of contract, you lose your money. You're not going to court. You're not going to get nothing. You're done. It's that simple. Because the thing about it is, it's like it kills the story. Like, look, let's be honest. I mean, these guys are incredible athletes that they have now. I mean, like, but they don't need to do all this stuff. I mean, we've talked about many times, about the stuff in AEW where, I mean, dude, somebody's gonna die again in the ring because of doing something crazy.
AEW,
And the
That
thing
might
about
bring me back.
yeah, well, we've already had that a few times. I mean, and then, but here's the thing. And then the one thing that really gets me too is if it's a finishing move, that's it. You're done.
Mhm.
If it's a pile driver, that's
You're
it.
done.
No more. You know what I mean? Like, no more. That's it. You're done. That's it. Super kick. You're done.
Yeah.
That's it. Can't get 10 of them.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't need it in the middle of the match. Like fucking finish it, or you kick out once and do your move. Like, I mean, we don't need. You don't know when the fuck it's gonna end. It's like just watching like a dance routine.
Professor, I got to ask you, your voice of reason, the going solely of this podcast, as a semi lifelong wrestling fan, what's not doing it for you?
The friggin' boring ass storylines. They got to cut the shows, I think, to 2 hours. All the shows to 2 hours. I think they should cut the roster in half. Get rid of, and then so the guys that are booking will be able to concentrate on the main storylines instead of having a book for all these other people and give these guys like certain, so they don't have as much work to do with all these other guys, because half these guys aren't, they're just there to kill time, to fill time. That's all to me. But I think the storylines themselves are horrible. And with the exception of, and they totally got fucked up by whether it was by The Rock or whatnot, the whole storyline with the bloodline. That was a good storyline, was long term, and then it gets, I don't know what happened with it, but it just got blown up with The Rock when he came in, and egos got in the way.
Bring the territories back.
Well, I was saying, my question about you guys who watch it, have any, like, you've been watching, has anything ever been like, oh, I can't wait for next week, see what happens? Or it's kind of like, yeah, all right, show ended, whatever. Like,
So I've been saying it for a while. Like Raw and SmackDown are like what Tom said, man. They're suffering from roster bloat, and there's the storylines. The WWE is cold right now. AEW I think is kind of picking up, and TNA is just treading water. Um, but NXT, I really look forward to NXT on Tuesdays. One, it's only like 2 hours. They don't suffer from roster bloat, and they do have a lot of talented people on there, and they get really uh entertaining and intriguing storylines. The problem with NXT is they get called up to the other two brands on Raw or SmackDown, and then they get buried and you never see them again. So yeah, you're fucked either way, man. So
Bring the territories back.
yeah.
Bring the territories back and use them as feeders. So the thing about it is, it's like, okay, you have the Southeast. Okay, we have a territory there. We use some of the money from the debt. Let's just use that as an example. Use a lot of the big money from the parent company. Don't go so heavy on production, but to get these guys polished, because quite frankly,
yeah,
guys suck on the mic.
Yeah. Well,
you can have some of the old guys
WWE
be the commissioners.
Well, I guess you could say they kind of did that because like WWE owns AAA, they own TNA, then they have LFG and Evolve, which are supposed to be the developmental brands. And then if they get called up from those, they go to NXT, which is the one everybody watches.
No, but
which is
I'm talking
the
about just doing the house shows for us regular poor folk.
Yeah, they don't do house shows anymore. They took house shows away. I think that shows in the matches lately too, especially like the big PLEs. Bro, this Royal Rumble, the men's and women's, it was sloppy, bro. It was hard to watch.
But the thing that stinks too is like the internet ruins everything.
They do.
So it's like all the secrets are out. So like take tonight, perfect example. They start putting all this stuff on the internet. So now you're watching it and you're like, oh, all right, Chris Jericho's going to show up. So now you're mad that you saw it. So now when you're watching the show, the show's like you're waiting for the spot for him to actually come out. And then when they're wrong and it doesn't happen, now it's like you're almost mad because what they said was going to happen didn't happen. And now you're disappointed. But you were disappointed to begin with because you knew what was going to happen before it happened. So it's like, no matter what, you lose.
You guys are really selling this shit.
Talking to me, man.
We sell more than the wrestlers.
When they called the Miz out, and I was like, that's going to be Jericho. He's got to come out. There's only like, we're on number 27. And then it was the Miz. I was like, turn that shit off, Lucas. I don't even care.
Go back to real world.
I forget who came after him anyway. And Randy Orton and someone else. I don't know.
My question to you guys, who eliminated Brock Lesnar? Because I know he was in the match and I know he didn't win.
Oh,
the lawyer.
Bro, that was slightly controversial because Jey Uso came out, took the whole goddamn time coming down from the top of the stairs to do his entrance. Then he gets in the ring and he's already taken forever. And he took so long that they queued up the next guy. The next guy's countdown started hitting. And Jay wasn't even in the ring. And then he got in the ring and he tripped and his sunglasses came off and he picked them up and put them on and looked around Everybody cleared out, and then he ran it back, and then Lesnar got eliminated. Like, how the fuck do you get eliminated on Jey Uso's yeeting? We didn't even get to see it. He just gets flipped out the ring. I was like, what just happened, man?
Derek, you're not coming back till WCW goes back on TBS?
Hey, I've got this week in history for WCW if Andy wants to end it with that.
Yeah, all right. Well, all right. Look,
There we go. Let's go.
The 25th of January, 1997 was the first NWO sold out from the booming metropolis known as Cedar Rapids, Iowa. I watched about 45 minutes. The YouTube channel is tremendous for WCW. I watched about 45 minutes. They roll up in garbage trucks. It was freaking hilarious. Let's see. There was a Mexican death match between Cobb County's finest Big Bubba Rogers versus Hugh Morris.
Yep.
The Steiner brothers beat the Outsiders. It was fun to go back and watch that. So I don't know. Do we let a lot of drugs and steroids back into it? Would that help enhance things?
I mean, they could just start by going to the gym.
Just start with the gym. Get some of those sand weights.
There you go.
Sami Zayn gives me hope, though, man. He's got like the biggest dad bod, and he's on TV 2 or 3 times a week. So
he looks like a tube sock.
Yeah.
Start him off with the shake weights.
Yeah.
The thing that I've always said about the wrestling that's lacking is you need to go back to the guys that can't work a 9 to 5. That I said the guy that's ringing up your groceries shouldn't be the guy that's you're following on the wrestling. So, bring back the guys that if it wasn't for wrestling, they'd be in jail or they'd be a bounty hunter or something more epic than, I used to work at Stop and Shop, but, I wrestled on the weekends and I got a WWE contract. So let's WWE, if you're listening, get back to we want some Stan Hansons in WWE. We want some real world blue collar tough guys that,
bring back a Harley Race.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, like Mike Mayock said, when he was the short time he was GM of the Raiders, they can't all be choir boys.
That's true.
I like that. It's a good call.
That's right. That's right.
I like that.
Damn right. Yep.
Every team needs an asshole.
Every podcast needs one too, Shaggy.
There you go. Every team needs an asshole.
There you go.
Too bad you got a few that take that task at hand. No problem.
That's right.
So speaking of real world sports, Thomas, bring us into the world of the shitty picks.
Alrighty. Tom Shitty Picks is brought to you by Elite Hockey Company. At Elite Hockey, it's all about the game. Whether you're a seasoned pro, a weekend warrior, or lacing up for the very first time, they've got you covered. From top-tier gear and custom equipment to apparel, live event experiences, and full team support, Elite Hockey is built by hockey players for hockey players. This isn't just a brand, it's a community, a place where players of every level can stay sharp, play hard, and live hockey. So if you want to elevate your game, support a company that supports the hockey world, and join a movement that's growing fast, check out elitehockeycompany.com today and tell them the crew from the 1973 podcast sent you. All right, this week I'm going to save my football pick for next week, but so this week, tomorrow night is the Stadium Series game. The two hottest teams, I believe, in the NHL for the month of January.
Ugh.
Tampa Bay is 11-1-1, and Boston's 11-2-1. Yeah. Tampa's getting Victor Hedman back. He's been out since December. The Bees are going to be without their 2 top centers, Elias Lindholm, who's made of glass, and Pavel Zacha. I'm a Bees fan, but I'm going to be realistic. I'm going with Tampa Bay. They already beat. You can't say anything, Andy, because I believe there was a game this week that I'm being nice and not mentioning. But
we can't all live in the past, Thomas. We live in the future.
Wow.
we can't all live in the past.
Yep.
Do
that was an ass whooping.
Ed, are you going to that game?
I am not going to that game. No, that's.
You're not riding the Zamboni?
You can't call yourself a fan.
I saw a cool thing that they were saying that they actually have it might snow.
Yeah, you were talking about that. Yeah,
I mean, it's not going to be a blizzard by any means, but it'd be kind of cool if they advertise this game in Tampa, Florida, and they get a little bit of snow during the broadcast. It'd be kind
I'm not going to lie, it's cold here on the Panhandle, man.
Shut the fuck up.
No.
Yeah,
cold for here.
Will you take your shorts off?
Yeah, pretty much.
Hey, Ryan, where's Panarin going?
You know, I keep seeing that he might go to San Jose, which I found was kind of like an odd spot, but he'd be great with Celebrini if they want to float him
They've
the
got
dough.
mad cap space for next year. They're loaded. That's a great. I guess it sounds like he wants a 450, 4 times 12.5 extension with the deal, which is a little preposterous, but
He's kind of declining, so I don't
yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah. I thought he'd want to go back with your boy Showtime to Detroit.
That'd be a good spot for him too. Fit in.
I have
great
the
there.
Sharks written down as well. I think a dark horse might be Utah. They could push all the chips in too because they're at that point where they've got to make the playoffs. It's kind of like Buffalo. That's another good segue. Buffalo. I wrote down some buyers. I think Buffalo's going to be a buyer. I think the Ducks could be a buyer, and I wrote down the Sharks. For sellers, Andy, known you a long time, but what I saw the other night, you guys might be sellers and buyers. What I mean by that is the teams that they're not looking for the rental player; they're looking for the guy with term. Maybe they trade money to bring in money. The Canucks. Then there's the teams that are going to be fire sailing, and that would be the Canucks, the Flames, and the Blues. So there could be a lot going on. There could be a lot of movement, and I also think Elias Pettersson, man, Ryan, he's. I think the Canucks are hesitant to trade him because they know he's just too good, but it might be that classic needs a change of scenery. And hey, Andy, he could be a great swing for the fence kind of guy for the Flyers. Bring him in as maybe a number 2 center. Could be, I think he'd be good in San Jose as well. Ryan could be behind Celebrini as a center. So, but that contract is an albatross. So
He strikes me as a guy that needs to go to not a big city. He needs
yeah.
to just find a home somewhere where maybe the other sports take more of a precedence over hockey.
Right. So take the Canadian markets right out of that equation.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I'm gonna stick with my when Andy, when you, myself, and Ed, we interviewed Ryan Vanderbush, I said Kadri back to the Lanch, and they go on to win the cup. I'm gonna stick with that. I just got this feeling about Kadri getting moved. A lot of these guys can control where they go themselves, and I just think that's a great fit. They miss him, he misses there. So I could see that happen. And then, hey, give the Bruins props. Tom, 9-0 at home the month of January, and they could be buyers. He's got that second first round pick. I don't think it's. I think you want to keep it because it could probably be top 10 because the Leafs suck. But they were in for Rasmus Anderson. Who says they can't get Rasmus Anderson? I like the fact they didn't swing there, Tom, because he didn't want to talk extension, and I don't want to take on a rental at this point. They're doing a good job of reloading, and I don't want to see them take on a rental player. But yeah, it's been good. And then the absolute garbage dumpster fire that is the New York Rangers could trade the entire team, except for Shesterkin. That could be about it. And my boy Gabe Perreault. That's it. That could trade the entire team.
It'd be like when they did it last time and just kept Lundqvist.
Pretty much, yeah. And traded Rick Nash to the Bruins, which was a great trade. And then Tom, he had a concussion, I think, 4 games into it, and that was the end of his career. So, but hey, you got to swing sometimes. Andy, I do think the Flyers are going to be. They might look at it and say we need more of a spark, and so let's try to swing big here. Yeah. Could be a goalie too in that situation, right?
I like Vladara. I like him a lot. Sam Harrison, pretender to the throne. Definitely a pretender.
Yeah.
Big time.
Yeah.
Not the guy.
Yeah.
Speaking of not the guy, Thomas, Super Bowl preview. What do you want?
Sure, we can go there. This week, what do you guys think? We got 2 weeks. The whole story this week already is Drake May's shoulder. Do you think it's serious? Do you think it's just build up because they have 9 days and they have to talk about something? What do you
I
guys
think it's built up because they get 9 days. That
Well,
guy's going to get.
I think they stole the show with the talking for something by not putting Belichick in the Hall of Fame. I think that was on purpose, so they would have something to talk about. But yes, but yeah.
But yeah, no, he'll be getting. I mean, as long as, I mean, if it was that serious, he'd have been out of the game. Like he'll be getting treatment 2, 3 times a day there. Like be going. He's seen all the specialists. Like he'll be ready to roll.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ed?
Yes.
Well, let's talk about this whole Bill Belichick thing.
Seriously,
Let's talk about this now. I mean, let's talk about the biggest bunch of horse shit that I have ever seen in my whole entire life. So
Really?
we're gonna talk about the winningest coach. He's won, let's see, 8 Super Bowls. Let's see. He has the second most wins. And it smells bad. And it looks bad. And I mean, like, look, these guys are not choir boys. This is a multi-billion-dollar business. All these owners get into this business because it's an ego thing and it's about big business and big money. And we're gonna keep him out because of an alleged Bill Polian / Indianapolis Colts Inflategate shenanigans. Oh, give me a break. You know,
well, I love that the guys are coming out now saying, "Oh no, the reason I did it was because he'll definitely get in next year." So I'm voting the guys who might not be able, we might not be there next year. I'm like, who are
well,
you bullshitting?
here's the
You could have
thing.
voted them in last year.
Well, here's the thing. I don't understand. This is the thing. Like, why the NFL is so great is because they create controversy where there doesn't need to be controversy, and
Still
that's
a big old good old boys club.
but I don't understand this. Like, why does it only have to be so many people get in a certain year? Like,
Yeah,
get
I
that.
agree.
Like, if they're a Hall of Fame player, get them in. It's that
Right.
simple.
They
It's
should
just,
be able to set a number. I'm like, yeah,
yeah, like I don't understand. Like, okay, you're telling me that Roger Craig was not a Hall of Fame player?
right.
Go back and watch the tape.
Well,
Watch the
some
tape.
say LC Greenwood. I'm like, how's he not in yet? He played
Yeah,
friggin' in the '70s. I'm like, he was phenomenal then. How's he not in now?
Yeah,
but
and they say Rodney Harrison was too dirty to be Hall of Famer. That was the name of the game back then. You
Yeah, I'm
took
like,
yeah. And
I'm
that's
Steve
like,
what I'm saying.
they
Atwater.
show every Ronnie Lott highlight, the same goddamn thing.
Absolutely. Rodney Harrison belongs in 100%. 100%.
I don't
Yep.
know, guys. It's just like, and then, and then it kind of just gives me that feel like that there's also something about, you know, it, it, some arcade, like he didn't jump out and say, hey, this is not supposed to happen. You know what I mean? Like waited 24 hours before he jumped out because to I know that they can't stand each other. I don't care about that. But the thing about us is that you didn't step out in front of the man that made you billions of dollars. Really? You waited 24 hours to do that? I got
Yeah.
problems.
That's very weird. Very weird.
And then Bill's girl left him.
Yeah. Well,
Really?
that was the good joke,
She had to
Shaggy.
go
They
back to the
said,
babysitter.
Shaggy, they said he waited 49 years for his girlfriend to be born. He can wait another year to get into the Hall of Fame. So,
Exactly. That's true.
Oh.
I mean,
yeah. Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yep.
Bradford, what do you think about the shenanigans?
About Bill Belichick?
Yeah.
Like, are y'all mad because he wasn't the first ballot? I mean, it's not like he's not going to get in. Does it matter if it's first ballot or not?
No,
Well-
I'm subscribing to the theory that they did this on purpose to have talking points, a narrative to lead up to it.
Or y'all
So-
just being butthurt for no reason?
I'm just, what did it take to be a first ballot then if you're not number one in pretty much every category?
Yeah.
Does it matter if you're first ballot as long as you get in?
Fuck that. I want to go first ballot.
He's going to get
No
in.
shit. No
He's
shit.
going to get in.
That would make it first ballot.
I heard that
I'll post
he's
this.
so pissed that he's wants to pull. He's going to pull anything that is his memorabilia that he's lent them. He's pulling it all back, and he's like,
Ooh.
"Then I'm never going to go in. I'm
Wow.
not going to accept it going
Well,
forward."
I heard that for like Madden games, like ever since the last time his name was on it was '05. He's always been known as a New England Patriot coach, never going in
Yep.
as Bill Belichick and shit.
Yep. That's like Barry Bonds in the show. He always had some
Yeah.
fake name.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Wicked
Well said.
beard.
If you're watching, kids, cheating don't pay.
From a
And
Cowboys
if you're-
fan.
And if you're still watching, kids, the Hall of Fame is super lame. In any sport. Any sport. Doesn't matter.
And
The
music.
Hall of Good.
And
Oh,
music.
Yeah.
don't
Bradford.
even get me started on the Hall of Fame for music because Iron Maiden's not in.
Nope. No
And-
Iron Maiden.
That's beyond ridiculous.
No
So,
Iron Maiden.
Yeah, beyond ridiculous.
And Grandmaster Flash is in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and no Iron Maiden.
Andy, that's the Jerry Curl Hall of Fame. I think you got it wrong there.
Yeah. I get those mixed up real easy.
The big thing here with all this with Bill Belichick, Ryan, Tom, is that he did it with the salary cap. Shula didn't have that.
Nope.
As much as Vince Lombardi did for the league, and you go back and read, it's tremendous. He didn't have the salary cap. To do this in the cap era is beyond ridiculous.
Yep.
So that
You
just
see
another
you see the Jimmy Johnson thing?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Jimmy Johnson says, boycotting it this year. I'm not even going. So
Damn.
so disgusted with it. He's like, I don't want no part of it. If he's not,
The only cowboy I respect.
There you go. Yep.
Did you want to talk about some quarterback shenanigans?
Oh yeah. Hey, so and Brad, I noticed that I just looked up the portal rankings, and LSU's #1. So Lane is coming to take everybody.
Yeah, he's got the money.
Yeah.
Got the money.
Got the
Yeah.
clout.
But
proof at the library, so you got that going for him.
yeah,
Right.
and this whole thing with this kid from Duke, Darian Mensah.
Oh yeah.
So they bought him out of his NIL from Duke, which was like $10 million.
Yep.
And they brought his sister, I think, from Oregon, who's a track star.
Oh
They
yeah.
brought her to Coral Gables, gave her NIL. And so the whole thing is just crazy. I wrote down money, lawyers, and contract loopholes. It kind of sounds like the mafia now with the NCAA. And, I'm afraid for the sport, but I mean, as a Canes fan, it's exciting. He also brought his #1 wideout from Duke with him. But if you're a fan of another team and this happens, you got to be scratching your head like, well, where the hell are we going here? So, I mean, are we going to have an NIL salary cap?
They got to make some rules. They definitely got to make. I don't know what they are, but they got to definitely make some rules on these things. Can't just be the Wild West of this shit.
Yeah. No, I agree. It really, I mean, it's crazy. It's a little bit into NCAA hockey, as Ryan and I know, but it could get bigger with that. I mean, some of those Big Ten markets can just, outspend everybody.
Yep.
So yeah, it's good for Miami. Is it bad for the system? I kind of think it is. We'll see how this continues. But yeah, that's a weird situation there. But hey, to the kid, he said, "Listen, I developed there, and I think if I go to Miami, I could be a first-round pick. So I'm going to go there." He might have 2 years of eligibility. If he stays, he's a redshirt sophomore, I believe. So maybe he just looks at it from a development standpoint of I can go there, and the offensive coordinator's got a good track record, and I could be a first-round pick or top 5 pick even. So it's a strange situation there. It was really interesting to read a lot about that because, like I said, lawyers. You get lawyers involved in the kid playing college sports. It's kind of crazy. So, yeah.
Well,
it's a thing 5 years ago. If you signed an autograph and said, "Hey, give me $10 for it," you'd get suspended.
Yeah.
Someone give you a goddamn cheeseburger.
Yeah, poor Reggie Bush.
The thing is, though, you don't even have to wait for the kid to hit the transfer portal. This is where it's getting so convoluted. Transfer portal is done. It's closed.
Yep.
And Ole Miss, Lane Kiffin, Miami, all these teams are hitting up the guys they want who weren't even in the portal.
No.
Yep. And they're just like, "Oh, you sign a contract? We'll just buy that out, and then we'll just bring you in."
That's crazy. Yeah.
We'll give you a lawyer. You go to court. We'll take care of you. Come here. Get your sister here. Get your mom a house. We'll do all this. If they're doing it in football, it's gonna hit basketball, baseball, hockey. It's gonna hit other ones, man.
Oh yeah.
They're talking about giving
You got
high school kids NIL money, for God's sakes, man.
You got these shit schools that don't even really have like solid football programs.
Right.
And one of these big time schools, they'll start selling off their players. Like, hey, maybe they'll be putting in the call. Like, hey, you want our quarterback?
Right.
Give us $10 million.
That's true, man. I mean, hey, we could use that money to get like 5 guys instead of 1.
Stop pimping out your own players. Never mind just going right to the source and just stealing the kids.
If they don't insert some form of regulation to this shit, that is going to happen. Right?
Seriously.
100%.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is minor league NFL now. It's not even college football anymore.
No.
You know what I find funny about this is the NCAA was created by Teddy Roosevelt so football players wouldn't die on the football field.
That's right. Good point. Yes.
And now look at this. 100 years later, these kids are going in there, and because they can play football, they become millionaires. And the thing is, the money that they're getting, if they're a superstar or a 4 or 5-star athlete, their contracts are better than rookie contracts in the NFL.
Yeah,
so why would you?
Right. Especially now that what was it, 2011, where the collective bargaining agreement put a cap on because I think Sam Bradford was making more than Tom Brady at the time.
Yeah.
So rookie contracts now have a cap. So you're absolutely right, Ed. They're making more in NIL, and going to school in Coral Gables instead of playing quarterback at Cleveland.
Come on now. They're not.
And now these kids will just
in a class in 2 years, man. Come on now.
These kids will go to school for an extra year or two, and they'll apply for an extra year of eligibility. And if they get turned down, they just go hire a lawyer. The lawyer's like, "Hey, my guy signed a contract. Now you're in violation of his contract. You either pay the money for his contract or he plays another year."
Well, these guys are going like 7-8 years now. I'm like, how fucking many years of college? You taking 2 classes a fucking semester?
Well, some of the COVID year guys are still aging out, but essentially that's what's happening, man. They're COVID years, some injury years, and they're granted extra years of eligibility.
We should call it the Thornton Mellon clause.
But then when they want to play another year, and this is what old boy did at Vandy. He applied for a year. They told him no, and he was like, "I signed a contract. Now you're in violation of my contract." Or we're going to sue you, and they didn't want that smoke. So, and by the time it went to court and shit, the football season was over anyway. They'll probably just drop the lawsuit now.
He might have a good career in the Canadian League.
So it's crazy, man. It's the wild west. It's not even minor league NFL. It is wild right now. Like there has to be.
And how many of these guys get millions that you'll never see on a football field in the NFL? Never. They'll just take it and they're like, yeah, I'm done. Nothing I can do.
If they keep changing the rules, maybe they'll start going full circle, and you'll have guys that actually go to the NFL early and bust out, and then decide, hey, maybe I can go back and play.
Yeah. Like basketball. That kid that got signed from that Baylor now playing. I didn't make it in the NBA. I'll go back and play at Baylor. I'm like, how the hell does that work out?
Bro, I mean, Carson Beck graduating with a 4-year degree and then playing for 2 more years, bro. Like, that was wild to me. And they said it in a news conference, and everybody was like, what?
Yep.
Yeah. And he had the big Cheshire Cat grin when he said it, too.
Yeah, he's like, I don't go to class.
Well, I haven't gone to class in 2 years.
Yeah.
Yep.
That shit's wild. I fucked up joining the Air Force, man.
Hey, Andy, you talk about
Should have been an
storylines.
athlete.
The WWE could have something like that. Some kind of contract, NIL, if you had it.
They do.
At least borrow the storyline.
Yeah, it could be, that's what I'm saying. At least borrow the storyline.
Yeah, right.
The WWE goes after a lot of college athletes to kind
They
of
do. Yep.
phase out, and Shawn Michaels has pretty good history of making some good picks in gymnastics and women's track. So
Insert joke here, there, Bradford.
Yep.
So, do you want to wrap up the weekly sports talk and move into? Oh, go ahead, Thomas.
I got one more thing.
Yep.
As much as I've criticized Deion Sanders coaching and everything at Colorado, I don't know if you guys saw this, but he was telling his team, he had a meeting with his team this week, and he told them, you guys are getting paid like professionals. You're going to have to start acting like it. And he's set up this whole big thing. He's going to start fining them for being late to practice. He's got $500 for being late, $1,500 if you no-show the practice, $1,500 if you show up late for a strength and conditioning show. And then he's fining them, especially the transfers. They said this goes more towards the transfers, but if they show up wearing any sort of gear with the name of their former school, they're getting fined because he considered it. He's like, what would you do if your girlfriend showed up wearing her ex-boyfriend's gear? He says,
I mean, that shit just seems like common sense. Like, I'm
he
going
said
to
it's
school here. Why the fuck
disrespectful, so they're going to get fined for that too. So as much as I've criticized Deion, I have to give him credit for that.
What happens when
It
you
sounds like common sense. Why the fuck would I wear my old school shit when I don't go there anymore?
parents? That's why.
Yeah.
Was that?
Yeah, helicopter parents, man. Kids don't know nothing. They don't know nothing. It's going to be.
Is that, Tom, is that like when Ed wears his old wedding ring to keep the women off him? So he doesn't want them to know he's still single?
Gotta beat him off with a stick.
Damn. Thomas went really quiet on that one.
My tag team partner, man. I'm trying to.
I know. I was expecting you to take like the fireball up.
You just jumped off the apron waiting for the hot tag.
Yes. So let's go with a spring, Tom.
I pulled a hammy. I had to jump off the ring. I'm just.
Damn.
Tom, take us into the world of weird, please.
All righty.
Weird.
This episode of Tinfoil Hat is brought to you by RC Custom Cards. Do you collect cards? Want something truly unique in your hands? RC Custom Cards turns ordinary cards into extraordinary, custom-designed trading cards created just for you. Whether you're celebrating a milestone, honoring a team or friend, or building that one-of-a-kind collection, RC Custom Cards crafts premium, personalized cards built to impress. Great quality, great design, and 100% custom. Made for collectors, fans, and anyone who wants something special. Are you ready to elevate your collection? Head to rccustomcards.com and see what you can create. Tell them you heard it on the 1973 podcast. Back to you, Brad.
Are you ready to elevate your minds? I forgot to, don't be mad, Andy. I forgot to ask you to turn on screen share. Can you turn on screen share?
Yep, I will do it. Can you talk while I work?
Yes, I can talk. What do you want me to talk about? No, I'm playing. So today, fellas, this big trend right now on social media is the lyrics to the Red Hot Chili Peppers' Californication. It is, and I'm just reading over it. It is literally just like a love song to every major conspiracy theory you could think of. So do you have screen share on now?
Yes, you are all set, Bradford.
Okay.
Take it away.
You are in charge. I forgot. I'm the one that has to share it.
Okay.
We're going to see socks and cocks.
Wipe the hard drive, Brad.
Okay, here we go. So can y'all see the lyrics now?
Yes.
The Infinity Gauntlet.
Oh, that's showing there too? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Enlarge it. There you go.
That's my background for those that are, yeah.
Damn, Brad. Got enough files.
There you go.
Bro, that is Jess and her cricket thing. I don't touch them, man, because I don't even know what they are.
Okay.
She makes cups and t-shirts. Hey, we should plug her. We should get her to sponsor the podcast.
There you go.
Why not?
Keeping the family. Let's go.
Right. So like it starts out psychic spies from China. So it's kind of like this Montauk project, like Manchurian Candidate, mind control goes right into the first lyric here. And then the second one is the edge of the world, end of Western civilization. The sun may rise in the east, but it's settled in its final location, which basically hints at like flat earth theory. Then the next one is like talking about paying your surgeon. We know they get plastic surgery in California and Hollywood, but then he starts talking about the firstborn unicorn and marry me girl, got a teenage bride with a baby inside. And it's kind of hinting at like Hollywood's infatuation with like the pedo rings and stuff like that, and how they're really obsessed with like sexualizing young women and stuff like that in movies and TV shows. And then this one I really like. Space may be the final frontier, but it's made in a Hollywood basement. Talking about the moon landing, getting made in a studio. And he brings up Kurt Cobain. I don't know why they like he's even referenced in this, but there is like some conspiracy about why he was murdered, if it was suicide, and how Courtney Love was kind of like a psyop, because I think her dad's like in the CIA or something. But anyway, it says, can you hear the spheres singing songs station to station? Alderon's not far away. Like Andy, we've talked about how space isn't like space. Like the planets aren't as far away as we're told, and the moon and the sun aren't light years away. They're closer than that. And then it just talks about really weird stuff, man. It all just kind of hints towards a lot of different conspiracy theories, man. And it's like, what do the Red Hot Chili Peppers know that we don't? And why, like how they just this song came out in like the 2000s or something too. So I wasn't big into conspiracies back then, so I don't know if people were talking flat Earth and Manchurian Candidate, psyops, Montauk Project, mind control shit. So, and I don't know when the whole Hollywood pedo ring stuff started being talked about, but I don't know if it was before or after the song. But anyway, just a little dose of weird for the podcast that I thought I would share with y'all. Because
I was say the teenage bride thing could be fucking Anthony Kiedis' track record too. So.
Oh yeah.
Oh, does he have a history of?
Oh yeah.
Yes,
oh yeah.
What?
Yep.
They made a song about it.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Big time.
Brad, I'm so disappointed that you didn't actually sing the lyrics.
Oh,
Right?
You wanted me
Karaoke
to
that
sing it?
shit.
I thought you were going to bring it.
yeah.
Bro, you don't want to hear that.
I
We'll
thought you were
get
going to bring out the little pitch
I think I
thing and
do.
hit
I
it.
think I did.
our viewership will be throttled, and Andy shared some stats. We're doing good right now. I'm not gonna jinx it.
So the thing about them is they are such a weird band, and that's an understatement. For on the surface too, and then behind the scenes, it's like just that mustache that he rocks now. It just says it all about him. He's not hiding nothing. If yeah, if ever you're on one of your deep dives, Brad, just do one on him. We were tearing up subtly the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame before, and I believe they're in it with, whatever credibility they have. I don't know if they got that push all of a sudden due to certain things or whatever, but no, definitely not Choir Boys. And Anthony Kiedis and Flea, they're also those type of guys that they don't live in the country full time, so they got the outs just in case anything happens. And people were showing some video of Flea trying to pick up these like younger girls, like in Australia, like a couple weeks ago. And when I say young, I'm going to say they were over 18, obviously, but
Yeah.
they were young for a guy that's probably a grandfather. Let's just say,
Yeah, he's old.
yeah, still rock.
That's crazy.
Still gonna rock no shirt though.
Was it Bill Belichick young?
Probably.
Probably.
Yeah. The only problem is they were in the Hall of Fame and he's not.
Right.
Burn.
Bill should have got in the Hall of Fame just for pulling that.
True. Should
Yeah,
get
so
bonus point.
not to change the conspiracy theory subject, but I had sent the Phantom and Brad there's a woman on TikTok that has her tablet set up to talk to AI, and it's set up in a way that there's no filters on the AI. And she asked the AI deep questions about things that we do not know, mysteries of life. And the way she asked the AI explains post-death, what happens, where you go, how it's a soul trap, how everything is built to recycle the soul, where you go into the light, but the what you're supposed to do is actually not focus on the light, which I thought was unbelievable. Talk about mind-blowing stuff. There's that.
Wasn't
story.
that the story of the movie Soul? The cartoon.
Well, Poltergeist, run from the light, Carol Ann.
Well, don't forget that Disney is a little shaky when they show stuff. So, but the AI was saying if you turn around and you face the opposite way of the light, you'll see the entire universe. And if you say I want to go home, you'll go back to your origin of what you started as. I thought that was really cool concept. It's mind-blowing stuff, but I sent it to Brad, I sent it to Ryan. I just find that stuff super fascinating. And there was a couple other things about things we don't know, and the way the earth is presented is not always the way that we've learned about in school, and they still teach in school. So very fascinating stuff. I find that as you search for knowledge as you get older, that this stuff is really cool when AI comes around and kind of hopefully tells you the stuff they've always wanted to know. Brad, thoughts on those?
Sometimes I see those videos. I can't tell if those videos themselves are AI or because I haven't messed with AI enough to know if like she's really talking to AI, bots, or if they just kind of edit this video and make it appear that they are. For the same reason, when I watch these TikToks, really like these broads. They have like the speaker box to talk to ghosts. Have y'all seen those?
Yep.
I'm really into that shit, which is kind of weird. I don't know if I want to admit that I'm into that, but anyway. And those are getting, kind of hard to believe too, because now it's like everybody's doing it and everybody's trying to put it out there, and it's too hard to tell now. And this is the threat of AI from the beginning, is it's too hard to tell now what's real and what is just bullshit. So
Not to change the subject away from your original subject of the Chili Pepper song, but saw an interview with somebody that had some credibility with the AI stuff. Once you go down that road and you open that up to running, it never sleeps, it never shuts down. It's always getting better than it was the day before. They were saying the smartest person on the planet is going to be not the smartest person on the planet by 2930, because AI will be smarter than the smartest person walking the earth. So, it just things like that.
Terminator.
Oh yeah. Skynet.
Skynet.
Yeah, yep. Skynet. Just leave it at that. If you know the term, that's just how us Gen X people think of things. Thomas, thoughts on tinfoil hat? Come on now. What do you got?
I want the heroin that the Red Hot Chili Peppers are on. If they can look into the future like that, man. I thought The Simpsons were good, but geez.
Yeah.
I thought TikTok was just for boobs.
You gotta break it up every now and then, or you'll go blind.
Shaggy,
you gotta fill the mind instead of the balls.
Yeah.
Thomas, anything to add?
Nothing.
Ed?
Nothing.
Bradford, you want to wrap
up? One of these times you're going in deep on one of these.
Yeah, I will. I will.
He's waiting for the tinfoil hat on Under the Bridge. That's a song.
No. Remember this: space is the final frontier. See?
Yeah.
And you can rent that space.
Yeah, there you go. Rent it.
Tom, shout out this week.
I want to give a shout out to my brother-in-law Tim. He retired this week, so he gets to live the life now. Just sit around, do nothing, and enjoy life. So congratulations, man.
No more grabbing the town truck and plowing your driveway?
Nope, hasn't done that in years, brother. He doesn't even live in the same town anymore.
Shaggy, shout out this week, all the guys down at work.
Yeah. My shout's all the people who that climate control shit, whatever the hell it is. Go fuck yourself with this weather.
Shit. How do you follow?
Freeze my balls off.
Shaggy, you gotta sit on your helmet so you don't have that happen,
Well, I want to shout out myself for actually making it
to 52 or to the podcast.
To the podcast.
Oh, okay.
I'm actually shocked that he made it to like 23. I partied with him a while.
Not episode 23. That was like episode 75. So,
yeah.
Derek, shout out this week.
I do. I'm going to go back to a movie, Andy. Yep. I'm going to give you a line to the movie. Thank God there is a sport for middle-sized white boys.
Yep, and there's a remake coming.
We won't even go there. That's a conspiracy theory. Rest in peace, Derek Sutton. But today is the 40th anniversary of when Youngblood was released. So Tea with Miss McGill.
Yep.
Great teenage shot of Cynthia Gibb in the movie.
Yep.
Solid. Yeah, I think it stands the test of time. It's not like for us, Andy, right? It's not Slapshot, but it's a solid movie. I'll always watch it if it's on. And also rest in peace to your boy Pete Zezel, who plays basically the stunt double, if you will, for yep. Dino. Yeah. So and Eric Nestorenko, former Blackhawk, plays the dad. There you go, Ryan. So just a great movie, 40 years, which officially means we are really getting old, Andy. So shout outs to Dino and the rest of the Mustangs, the Hamilton Mustangs.
Yep.
There you go.
Ed, did we review that one time? We couldn't find it fucking anywhere.
That's true.
Yeah, we did review on Young
heavy
Guns.
rotation on TBS at one time, and it was all edited for television.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yep.
You didn't miss much.
We like that one, Brad.
That's a good movie. You're wrong.
Ed, what do you got this week?
I mean, come on now.
No Rogue
Send you
One.
to
I'll
Thunder
tell you
Bay.
that.
No, Rogue One. Yeah, that's what I meant. All I have to say is just like NFL Hall of Fame. Get your head out of your rear end.
Amen. Amen.
All right, Brad, I'm going to let you close the show this week. What do you got?
What do I want to talk about? What do you guys want to talk about? Who do you want me to shout out? No, I'm playing. It's
Shout out to the Cricket Wireless store that your wife.
She just turned 36, so tell her happy birthday right now.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. There you go.
Everybody say it. Yep. I'm sure she won't watch this. She won't see it, but I will tell her we told her happy birthday.
You got proof. You got proof.
Hey, you know what?
They'll report us to the city of Long Beach, Brad.
I do want to shout out a serious note, and they're never going to see this, but there's a shop in Bay St. Louis called Flirty Girl. They sell Mardi Gras shit. And I ordered my wife some Mardi Gras earrings and a door hanger with like Taylor Swift like charms. You know what I'm talking about? You know Taylor Swift, the friendship bracelet shit. Anyway.
Yeah.
So these jabronis mailed it basically from like their headquarters in New Orleans through USPS, and it went to Mobile, Atlanta, and Indiana, and then got lost. And I was like, what the fuck? I'm an hour up the road. I would have
I'll drive there, yeah.
I would come fucking pick it up, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, so a little bit of back and forth, and they were like, you know what, you're right, this is dumb. We're gonna send it to the Bay St. Louis store. It's 30 minutes away. Just go pick it up. And so we did. And it was awesome. She got her birthday presents at the end of the day. So thank you to that shop. Customer service still exists.
So moral of the story, Brad, don't be lazy. Get in your car and go get it yourself.
Yeah, basically. But why the fuck is USPS going from New Orleans to Mobile to Atlanta to Indiana back down to Mississippi, man?
Well, Brad, when I was a kid, the post office was a premium job. Now, not so much.
No, yeah, not at all.
Right. No.
Post office conspiracy theory on the next 73 podcast.
Brad, put that on your list of things to talk about. USPS,
Yep.
What have you done?
Ben Franklin is rolling over in his grave.
No, none of us are getting the fucking mail. We're on the list. None of us are getting the goddamn mail.
If you play higher ground backwards, it lets you know that the post office, USPS, is some kind of cabal. And they're out to get us. So there you go.
Yep.
There you go.
Blood sugar, sex magic, backwards. Homework for next week.
Homework. Got it.
That is your 1973 podcast for all the new fans, for the old fans, and for your crew. Have a good week.